What's this stuff? Are you fucking crying right now? I'm not crying. I'm bleeding. I don't know. Fucking beekeeper. Makes honey and fucks with beehives. He fucks with beehives. What's he saying about bees? I don't know. He said he was like protecting the hive or something.
Thank you.